Welcome back to our channel, where we bring you the best quality videos every day to help you make informed decisions about a wide range of products. Today, we're diving into the world of yard maintenance, specifically focusing on one essential tool, the string trimmer. Whether you're a seasoned gardener or just starting out, finding the best string trimmer can make a world of difference in achieving that perfectly manicured lawn. In this video, we'll be exploring the top options available on the market, discussing their features, performance, and overall value for money. Get ready to trim, edge, and shape your way to a beautiful outdoor space. So, without further ado, let's get started and find the ultimate string trimmer that will transform your yard maintenance routine. Number 1. Ego Power Plus ST1521S. The Ego Power Plus ST1521S is a big string trimmer any way you look at it, with a 10-pound weight, height of over 5 feet, and a wide 15-inch cutting path. Although it is big and heavy, it is surprisingly easy to handle, as the weight is well balanced between the battery at one end and the motor on the other. It does tend to weigh you down with extended use, though. The tube is carbon fiber, which is lighter than metal and keeps the weight at the ends for better balance. We found it easy to trim weeds with light touch control that is sensitive and responsive. We had no issues with string tangles. The ST1521S spooled out extra line when we tapped the head on the ground without issues through our tests. It also includes a unique line loading system, called Power Load. With this, you feed the loose line through the head, then press a button and the motor slowly reverses to load the cutting line onto the spool, ready to use. It is a bit awkward, as it still involves loading 19 feet of loose line, but it is easier to load than fiddling with a spool of line. Number 2. Husqvarna 220 Eel. The Husqvarna 220 Eel has a trick up its sleeve. The spinning head can rotate both ways, so it can cut to the left and right. That's a neat and surprisingly useful trick, as it means that you can more easily cut up against fences and into tight spots without having to flip the trimmer over. The 220 Eel is also a light, easy-to-maneuver string trimmer with 2 power levels for cutting light or heavy foliage. Even the lower level is quite powerful, slicing through all of the weeds in our tests except a heavier weed with a woody stalk that required several passes to get through. The manual string loading system is also a bit of a pain. You push the line through the head, then turn the cover of the spool to wind the string onto the spool. With 20-odd feet of string, that takes quite a lot of winding. Number 3. WORX WG170.2. The WORX WG170.2 is one of the smaller and more affordable string trimmers that we tested, with a 12-inch cutting width. That means it took some time to work through a larger patch of weeds, but the smaller, lighter trimmer was easier to use on light tasks like hedge trimming and weeding in a flower bed. An entire foot longer than the last version of the WORX GT, with a motor running at 7,600 revolutions per minute, so you can find the right length, then power through your chores. It also comes with one neat accessory, a clip-on wheel that holds the trimmer at a certain height, so it can double as a lawnmower. Although it doesn't have as much cutting power as the others, it would be perfect for a smaller yard where the bigger models were too much. Number 4. Greenworks 24 volts 13 INCH. Ever go partway through cutting weeds only to realize that your cell phone was out of juice? The Greenworks 24 volts has you covered. The Powerall 24 volts battery that drives it has a USB port on it, so you can charge up your phone with a standard USB cable. You can't do that while trimming the lawn, though. The Greenworks 24 volts is a decent string trimmer overall. It cut pretty well, although it did struggle with some of the larger weeds that we tested it on, either not cutting them or taking multiple passes to get through. It had plenty of power to trim smaller weeds and edge the lawn, though, and the 13-inch cutting width is fine for most uses. So, it would be a good pick for a smaller yard or lawn that just needed a trim at the edges. Number 5. DeWalt DCST972x1. The DeWalt DCST972x1 is a great heavy-duty rechargeable string trimmer, but it is also the heart of a whole system. Two things about it are swappable: the batteries and the tool on the end. The DCST972x1 uses DeWalt's own FlexVolt battery system, which means that the included battery can be used with a wide range of DeWalt's other tools, from power drills to demolition hammers. While you might not need a demolition hammer at the moment, having batteries that can be used across devices can save you a lot of money if you are buying other power tools. As long as they are from DeWalt, that is, they aren't compatible with other manufacturers' tools. The other thing that can be swapped out is the tool on the other end. You can get additional power heads that do things such as cut limbs, blow leaves or cut heavier brush. Again, That's a big plus if you need these extra tools. As a string trimmer, the DCST 972x1 is excellent. We found that the wide 17-inch trim path meant it could cut through patches of weed in record time, and it had the power to handle everything but woody stems. The included 4Ah battery lasted for about 35 minutes of trimming, which is enough to get through a lot of weeds.